On the screen, you should see where I have my tablet mirrored. I've connected my tablet to my computer via USB, and then set the connection type so that I can view the storage on the tablet. So if I open and look at the folders on my tablet, this is what is on the device storage right now. You could put your protocol file anywhere in this folder system to keep it organized. I'm going to add a new folder. Call it protocols. And then I'm going to take where I have my protocol saved locally on my computer, this folder called device storage, and paste that onto my tablet. So if I look in that folder, here's my protocol.json file. As I mentioned, it doesn't matter where in the tablet folder the protocol file is saved. Now, if I launch Tabsint from my tablet, I can show you how to navigate to that file. So we're going to go into the admin view. The admin pin is 7114. Authorize. So you add protocols from this protocols tab, and down here in the source section, since we're using device storage, we're going to select that button, and then by clicking add, we'll be able to navigate through the tablet storage. I placed my protocol in the protocols file, device storage, and select my directory. So now here on this table of protocols, these are all the protocols that are available to me on my tablet right now. And you see that I have added my protocol called device storage through the device storage method. And then I can load that. Now, if I just go to exam view, that protocol is available to be used. Final thing I'll mention, when you load protocols via the device storage, it will default to saving the protocols to, if you look here where I had my tablet directory, there's a folder here called Tabsint results. It will create a subfolder for each protocol name that you have. So since my protocol was device storage, when I export a result, it will create a folder here called device storage, and it will save any results from that protocol into that folder. They can be copied off in the same way that we added the protocol onto the device. Any additional protocol you add to the tablet folder will be available to you to be able to add here through the Tabsint interface. And then once you've added them, your protocols list up here will just grow. I'll show you an example of adding via GitLab. Oh, there we go. Okay. So first I'm going to start on the web interface for GitLab. Right now, we're looking at my account and the groups that I am a member of. So this group is called Protocol Workshop. That's where I have the protocol that we're going to load. So if I go into that group, here is my protocol name. It's called Session 2. And if you go into there, you see that that is just a protocol.json file. To add that protocol into Tabsint via GitLab, I'm going to go to the Protocols tab, and under Source, I select GitLab. The GitLab credentials are hidden in the advanced settings. So if you expand the advanced settings, you'll see that I have the host set up as gitlab.com. This is my personal access token that I have created to grant access to this repository. And the group that it's in is Protocol Workshop. I'm going to unselect the Track Tags button. This is a feature of GitLab that lets you tag certain points in time in your repository, and then you can go back to a specific tag. If you uncheck this, it'll just pull by the latest commit, so it'll always pull the latest version of your repository, which is what I want. So now that I have my GitLab credentials set up here, I can, in the repository box, enter my repository name, which is session 2, and then select add. It successfully added that protocol. Okay. So now if we scroll up to the protocols available on my tablet, you see that I've added this one called session 2. It has the version, which is, if you come back over here to this web interface, you see that this is the latest commit version of my protocol, and it matches the version shown in the table in Tabsint. And it was added via the GitLab server. If I wanted to make an edit to this protocol, so if I, in GitLab, and I come in here, I'm going to change this text to just say introduction. Okay, I'm going to commit the change. So now my commit version has changed, as this is the current version. So if I go back to my tablet, I see that this version is out of date. So I highlight the one that I want to update, and I click update. Okay. And now it tells me that it has successfully updated the repository to this version. And now I can highlight it and load it into the exam view. It has successfully loaded. Now if I go into exam view, this is the protocol that I just loaded, and you would see the change, and we'll get to that in a minute. The one final thing that I want to mention about loading the protocol from here was this validate protocols checkbox. I recommend leaving this checked for now. What this does is it validates the protocol that you're loading against the Tabsint schema and makes sure that Tabsint knows how to interpret everything that is in your protocol.json file. If you don't have this selected, it may load the protocol, but you may run into issues when you are going through the exam. You may notice that if you have the validate protocols checkbox checked, and you try to load a protocol, you might get an alert that comes back with that's somewhat challenging to decode. We're not going to go into that right now, but that will be one of the things we'll discuss in one of our upcoming workshops, is how to decode that alert. And okay, so we've talked about adding a protocol via GitLab, how to update that protocol, and the final thing I'm going to mention is the result that comes from GitLab. So if I go back to my protocol workshop group on GitLab, this is a project. My session 2 protocol is a project. When I commit a result for this protocol, it will automatically create a project here called results. And within that results project, there will be a folder for each protocol. So for the session 2 protocol, there will be a subfolder in the results folder for all of the results generated from the session 2 protocol. And you could have any number of protocol projects in here that will all save their results to the same results folder. There is an icon on the tablet. Okay, So if you look here on the Setup tab of Tabsyn within the Advanced Settings, and then Results Preferences, there is a checkbox to automatically output test results. If this button is checked, it will automatically upload your result as soon as it's completed if you are connected to internet. If this box is unchecked, it will save the result, and you'll see it here as a completed test on the Results tab, and then you can highlight it and select Upload.
It will attempt to upload the results every time you open Tabsyn. But I think it's the best practice to, if you're offline and then you come back online, to just confirm on the results page that there are no completed tests waiting to be uploaded.